Chosen one, pause. Do not rush past this moment. There are messages that float by like noise, and then there are moments that interrupt your spirit. This is not background sound. This is an interruption. Something is already moving toward you, not someday, not eventually, sooner than you think. And if you are not aware, if you stay distracted, you will miss the preparation meant to steady you for what is coming. Right now, even as you listen, forces you cannot see are aligning details you did not plan. Paths are being adjusted. Timelines are tightening. What felt delayed was never denied. It was being timed. You have sensed it. That strange pressure in your chest. That quiet restlessness that shows up when everything seems calm. The feeling that something is about to change, even though nothing around you has moved yet. That is not anxiety. That is awareness. For a long time, you have been carrying weight you could not explain. You felt isolated even in rooms full of people. You questioned yourself in moments where clarity should have come easily. You wondered why things fell apart right when you tried to rebuild. Why connections faded the moment you started to rely on them. Why doors closed without warning. None of that was random. You were being separated, not punished, protected, not abandoned. There are encounters that can only happen when distractions are removed. There are alignments that require solitude before arrival. You had to be stripped of noise so you could recognize truth when it appears. You thought the silence meant nothing was happening, but silence is often the sign that something precise is being prepared. You have been under pressure because pressure reveals capacity. Every disappointment carved space inside you. Every delay expanded your endurance. Every moment you felt unseen sharpened your perception. You were not losing ground. You were being repositioned. There is someone whose path has been quietly bending toward yours. They are not chasing you. They are not searching for you consciously. Yet every choice they make, every sudden idea, every unexpected turn is guiding them closer. They believe they are following instinct. They believe they are acting on coincidence. They believe it is their decision. But timing like this is never accidental. This meeting is not about romance or rescue. It is not about filling emptiness. It is about alignment. You carry something unfinished. They carry something unresolved. Separately, both of you have limits. Together, something activates. That is why this season felt heavier than necessary. You were being prepared to hold more without breaking, to listen without rushing, to discern without fear. You had to learn how to stand alone before you could stand aligned. You may be tempted to imagine how this moment will look. Release that. The mind creates expectations that block recognition. What is coming will not arrive wearing your assumptions. It may look ordinary. It may sound casual. It may pass through your life in minutes. But impact is not measured by duration. Some conversations rearrange entire futures in a single sentence. When this encounter happens, you will feel it before you understand it. There will be a subtle shift, a pause inside you, a sense that time slowed for a moment. Pay attention to that. You are not meant to chase this moment. You are meant to be present for it. Lately, you have been tired in a way sleep does not fix. That is because you are nearing transition. The old ways of surviving no longer fit. The old roles feel too small. The old cycles refuse to repeat. That discomfort is confirmation. What is approaching you is not coming to save you. It is coming to work with you, to reveal something you could not access alone, to unlock a door you were not meant to open by force. You have been taught patience so you would not rush it, discernment so you would not misuse it, strength so you would not cling to it. You were trained through loss so you could receive without desperation. There will be resistance around this moment. Distractions will multiply. Urgent tasks will suddenly appear. Doubt will speak louder than usual. That is not coincidence. That is interruption trying to keep you unfocused. Stay aware, stay grounded, stay present. This is not a season for autopilot. Routine will dull perception if you let it. You must be awake in ordinary moments. Notice who crosses your path. Notice who asks questions that land deeper than expected. Notice who sees parts of you others overlook. Recognition will feel mutual, even if words are few. You may leave the interaction thinking it was small, then days later you will replay it. A phrase will echo, an idea will linger, a door will open that traces back to that exact moment. That is how you will know. The transformation will not be instant, it will be progressive, but it will be irreversible. This is not about fate, it is about readiness. You are not late, you are not behind. You are exactly where preparation meets opportunity. There were times you questioned whether your growth mattered, whether anyone noticed your restraint, whether your quiet discipline had purpose. It did. You were being shaped to handle alignment without losing yourself. The next phase of your life will require collaboration, not isolation. But healthy collaboration only happens when wholeness comes first. That is why you had to learn to be complete without applause, secure without confirmation, steady without reassurance. You are not being handed a solution. You are being invited into expansion. When this moment arrives, do not perform, do not over-explain, do not shrink or exaggerate yourself. Just be present. Authenticity is the signal. This alignment responds to truth, not masks. What follows this meeting will unfold in layers, one opportunity leading to another, one connection opening space for the next. Momentum will build quietly at first. You do not need to rush it. Acceleration happens naturally when timing is correct. There will be clarity where confusion lived, resources where effort stalled, movement where stagnation once sat. Not because everything suddenly becomes easy, but because resistance lifts when alignment locks in. You may feel emotion rise unexpectedly, relief, nervous energy, a sense of familiarity without history. Let it pass through you. That is recognition. You are stepping into a new rhythm, one that requires awareness more than effort, presence more than pressure. The waiting season trained you for this. The solitude refined you for this. The confusion humbled you for this. Nothing was wasted. From the moment this message reached you, a countdown quietly began, not to pressure you, to prepare you. Be flexible, be observant, be willing to follow subtle nudges. Sometimes direction does not come as a command, it comes as curiosity, as a gentle pull, as a quiet yes. Follow that. You are not meant to control this moment, you are meant to receive it. This is the threshold, not the destination, the beginning of visible movement after long unseen work. You are not imagining the shift, you are sensing alignment approaching. Stay open, stay aware, stay grounded. What is moving toward you carries precision, not chaos, purpose, not pressure, clarity, not confusion. You are ready. Do not rush ahead of what is unfolding. What comes next requires steadiness, not speed, because after alignment comes responsibility. Once this connection is activated, you will notice something subtle but undeniable. Your tolerance for misalignment will drop. Conversations that once felt normal will feel hollow. Environments that once felt safe will feel restrictive. This is not judgment. This is clarity. When something real enters your life, everything false becomes loud. You will begin to see patterns you ignored before. You will recognize where you were compromising your intuition just to keep peace. You will feel less willing to explain yourself to people who never truly listened. This is not arrogance. This is self-respect awakening. What is unfolding is not meant to be consumed quickly. It is meant to be integrated slowly. After this meeting, you may feel a strange mix of excitement and heaviness. Excitement for what is possible. Heaviness for what you now know must be released. Because alignment always demands subtraction before multiplication. Some connections will fade naturally. Some routines will lose meaning. Some goals will need to be redefined. Not because they were wrong, but because they were provisional. You were building with the tools you had at the time. Now your tools have changed. There will be moments where you question whether you imagined the significance of what happened. That is normal. The mind tries to minimize what the spirit recognizes. Do not let logic talk you out of what resonance already confirmed. You may notice synchronicities increasing, unplanned conversations lining up with thoughts you never voiced, answers arriving before questions fully form. This is not coincidence stacking. This is alignment stabilizing. When timing locks in, reality begins to cooperate. Be careful not to rush to explain this experience to others. Not everyone has the language to hold it. Some will try to reduce it to chance. Others will project their fear onto your clarity. You do not need validation. You need integration. Let the experience settle before you label it. Let understanding mature before you announce it. There is a reason this did not happen earlier. You were not meant to build this version of your life with the version of you that existed back then. You have changed. Your nervous system is stronger. Your boundaries are clearer. Your discernment is sharper. That growth will protect what is coming next. After this moment, your decisions will feel heavier, not because they are harder, but because they matter more. You will sense when a choice carries long-term impact. You will feel when something is aligned even if it scares you. You will know when something is wrong even if it looks perfect on the surface. Trust that knowing. You are entering a phase where intuition becomes practical, where insight turns into movement, where awareness demands action. Do not confuse calm with stagnation. Sometimes things are quiet because they are precise. What unfolds next may not look dramatic to outsiders, but internally you will know a line has been crossed, a chapter has closed, a new internal authority has taken root. You will stop asking for permission in subtle ways, stop explaining your instincts, stop shrinking your vision to fit smaller conversations. This is not rebellion. This is alignment expressing itself. You may feel moments of grief for who you used to be, for how hard you worked just to survive, for how long you waited without clarity. Honor that version of you. They carried you here. But do not try to bring them forward into a future they were not built for. The alignment you are stepping into requires presence. If you dissociate, if you numb, if you distract yourself constantly, you will miss the cues that guide the next steps. Stay embodied. Stay aware of your body's signals: tension, ease, resistance, expansion. These are not random sensations, they are data. Your body recognizes safety and alignment faster than your thoughts do. After this encounter, opportunities may present themselves that feel slightly out of reach. Do not reject them prematurely. Growth always feels unfamiliar before it feels natural. You are not being asked to leap blindly. You are being asked to lean forward. There will be a temptation to overthink what comes next, to map every outcome, to control timing. Release that. Precision does not require micromanagement. Trust does not require certainty. You have already survived uncertainty. Now you are learning how to navigate clarity. As momentum builds, protect your energy. Not everyone deserves access to your process. Not every invitation requires a yes. Discernment is not avoidance. It is stewardship. You are learning how to choose alignment over approval. There will be moments where fear surfaces unexpectedly. Not because something is wrong, but because growth destabilizes old safety patterns. Fear does not always mean stop. Sometimes it means you are standing at the edge of expansion. Check whether the fear is warning or resistance. Your body will tell you the difference. If peace follows the fear, continue. If contraction follows clarity, pause. This season will teach you the difference between force and flow, between effort and alignment, between proving and embodying. You will no longer need to announce who you are becoming. It will be evident in how you move, in what you tolerate, in what you pursue. Your presence will shift before your circumstances fully do. That is how transformation always begins. There may be a brief period where nothing seems to happen after the encounter. Do not mistake that for failure. Integration happens quietly. Seeds do not announce when they take root. What was activated needs time to settle into your nervous system, your identity, your daily rhythms. Be patient with that process. You are not meant to replicate anyone else's path. This alignment is specific, tailored, precise. Comparison will distort it. Stay anchored in your own experience. You will know you are on the right path when effort decreases but responsibility increases, when things feel simpler but more meaningful, when you feel challenged but not depleted. That balance is alignment. There is nothing you need to chase right now, nothing you need to prove, nothing you need to force into existence. Your role is to remain responsive. Respond when something resonates. Pause when something feels heavy. Move when clarity arrives. This is not passive, it is attuned. You are learning a new way of moving through life, one that values timing over urgency, presence over performance, depth over speed. That is why everything you went through mattered. The confusion taught you patience. The isolation taught you discernment. The pressure taught you strength. Now you are standing at the intersection of readiness and opportunity. Let what comes next meet you as you are, not as who you used to be. You do not need to look for signs. Alignment speaks quietly but consistently. Stay present, stay grounded, stay honest. What has begun cannot be undone.